Real estate licensing. Let's get started. Late one afternoon, a listing broker was holding an open house at 125 Woodriver Drive in California. Seeing the open house sign, a prospective buyer came in to look at the home. After several questions about the house and local school system, the inexperienced buyer asked the listing broker for suggestions on how to negotiate successfully for the Woodriver Drive residents. The listing broker answered the questions as helpfully as possible. However, because the broker was tired, the broker did not raise the issue of agency representation, compensation, or even ask for the prospective buyer's name. The following morning, the prospective buyer started to act on the listing broker's advice. What type of agency, if any, was created with the prospective buyer? Is it A, implied agency? Or B, express agency? Could it be C, an agency relationship cannot be formed without first learning basic information like names? Or lastly D, because compensation was never discussed, no agency relationship was created? The correct answer is A. Here is why. An implied agency, A, can be created by the actions and conduct of the parties, even without a formal written or verbal agreement. When the listing broker, who represents the seller, began giving negotiation advice, a core fiduciary duty, to the buyer, a risk of creating an unintended agency relationship with the buyer arose. The buyer may reasonably believe the broker is working for them. This is why disclosure of agency relationships at first contact is crucial. Express agency, B, is created by a written or oral agreement, which did not occur here. While knowing names and discussing compensation are important, the lack thereof, C, D, does not automatically prevent the formation of an implied agency based on conduct, which can create legal risks for the broker. Next question. John Brown is the sole owner of a condominium in CA with a list price of $900,000. The listing broker learns that a prospective buyer, Samantha Sutherland, owes $75,000 in delinquent child support. Which duty owed only to the principal will require the listing broker to disclose the delinquent child support to John Brown? Is it A, honesty? Or B, good faith? Could it be C, disclosure? Or lastly D, disclosure of material facts? The correct answer is D. Here is why. All fiduciary duties, care, obedience, loyalty, disclosure, accounting, confidentiality, are owed to the principal, the client. However, the question asks for the duty owed only to the principal. Honesty, A, and good faith, B, are owed to all parties, including customers. The general duty of disclosure, C, is broad. Disclosure of material facts, D, is the most precise answer. A fiduciary must disclose all material facts to their principal. The buyer's serious financial delinquency is a material fact that could affect the seller's decision to accept an offer, the financing, or the transaction stability, and the broker has an exclusive duty to reveal this to their client, the seller. Next question. All of the following are correct statements related to a listing broker and a broker working as a property manager in CA except. Is it A, both brokers owe fiduciary duties to their principals? Or B, both brokers must supervise their associate licensees? Could it be C, both brokers typically have a limited authority to bind their principals? Or lastly D, a listing broker is a special agent, while a property manager is a general agent? The correct answer is C. Here is why. A listing broker, special agent, has limited authority to perform specific acts, market, and find a buyer. A property manager, general agent, has broad, ongoing authority to manage the property, which often includes signing leases, collecting rent, and arranging repairs. A property manager, as a general agent, often does have the authority to bind the principal, owner, within the scope of the management agreement, e.g., signing a one-year lease. A listing broker typically does not have the authority to bind the principal to a sale, they only bring offers. Therefore, Statement C is the incorrect one, as it claims both have limited authority. Statements A, B, and D are correct descriptions of the roles and responsibilities. Next question. When a deed does not specify the estate being conveyed, it is presumed to transfer. Is it A, a defeasible fee? Or B, a fee simple absolute? Could it be C, an estate for years? Or lastly D, a life estate? The correct answer is B. Here is why. In the absence of specific limiting language in a deed, the law presumes the grantor intends to convey the greatest possible estate, which is a fee simple absolute, B. This is the most complete form of ownership. A defeasible fee, A, an estate for years, C, which is a leasehold / less than freehold, and a life estate, D, are all lesser estates and would require clear, explicit wording in the deed to be created. Next question. Possession, control, and enjoyment are included in. Is it A, deed restrictions? Or B, the statute of frauds? Could it be C, the bundle of legal rights? Or lastly D, an appurtenance? The correct answer is C. Here is why. The bundle of legal rights, C, associated with real property ownership traditionally includes the rights of possession, control, enjoyment, exclusion, and disposition. Deed restrictions, A, limit these rights. The statute of frauds, B, is a law requiring certain contracts to be in writing. An appurtenance, D, is a right or privilege that attaches to and passes with land. Next question. If Alicia deeds property to Bernice and her heirs, with the stipulation that if Bernice leaves no heirs the property will then go to Cynthia, then Cynthia now holds which type of estate? Is it A, contingent life estate? Or B, contingent reversion fee? Could it be C, contingent remainder fee? Or lastly D, reversionary interest? The correct answer is C. Here is why. This creates a contingent remainder in Cynthia. Bernice has a fee simple subject to an executory interest, or a fee simple determinable with a contingent remainder. Cynthia's future interest is a remainder because it takes effect after Bernice's fee ends. It is contingent because it depends on a future event, Bernice leaving no heirs, which may not happen. If Bernice has heirs, Cynthia gets nothing. Therefore, it is a contingent remainder fee C. A reversion D would return the property to the grantor, Alicia, not to a third party like Cynthia. That's it for today. How many did you score? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what topic I should cover next. Bye.